The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott joined in the booth by Brock Heward. And in a minute, partner, we are going to kick off, and it'll be a moment both teams have fought. Teams will earn a shot at the Lombardi. The AFC title game is underway. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. Well, bottom him up just as he gets it to the 30s. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football, but you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose. And most importantly, you got to lead your men.
The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Lamar now from the gun. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Third and a lone yard coming up. Henry's going to try to pick it up. Turned away on third and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. So here come the Titans now to get their first drive of the game. And leading them out, someone who plays with his own signature brand of hero ball at quarterback. More.
Well, Kate, thanks to stories flooding every corner of the sports programming last week, you and I and everyone watching are keenly aware of what's on the line today. No rookie quarterback has ever started a Super Bowl. Really a select group of rookies have ever been on this stage, on this conference championship weekend. Is he finally the one who can take the next step and lead his guys to the Lombardi Trophy?
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Pass brought in by Traylon Burks. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on slant. You're just looking for a short yard gain. Find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
First and 10, it's Pollard. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ward. That's brought in by Calvin Woodley. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 39. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Come on.
Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go.
And the shotgun, it's Ward. This is Ridley working the right side. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down, but still a very good gain. They picked up 12, third and short.
Minute. 60 Bison.
Running for the first with Ballew. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
All right, set now. First and 10. Ward now. Quick slant, cut by Lockett. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They give on second to Pollard. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, bro. Early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juice. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, level it a whole bunch.
All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8. Well, this group right here, Brock, poised to make a run in the playoffs. But they've had to earn that trip to the postseason, haven't they, without some of their teammates here on the field.
And for everyone on this injury report, the key is recovery. If you got a shot to make it back, any shot, you're going to do all you can to be a part of a playoff run. And for those guys out there playing today, the key word is prevention. Do not add anybody else to this list before the postseason arrives. Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. Didn't do it there.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will fall.
And he's stopped cold by that defensive front. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a fourth down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Headed out for its second drive of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. By turning them against their own team, they were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur, and you might even hear a few bluebirds.
At the 34-yard line.
Second and 4. Ridley makes the grab downfield. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Now it's Pollard. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up for first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Pollard has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Pressure coming. Here's Ward. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
I mean, how many times have we sat in meetings and heard from offensive coordinators, get down to this area, we got to be able to run it. Got to be able to run it. We get time coverage. So you know what you should do? Run it.
Here is Pollard. And he's going to be stopped. Third goal winds up losing yardage. And now, Brock, will they challenge them again on 4th and goal? So we're through one here in the AFC title game. The Titans are leading so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. The field goal team is out, and if he can make this and push this to a 2-possession ball game, Sly's kick is up and good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
In the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Hill now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
The drive begins with Henry, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stop is made. Oluwafemi Oladejo. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 24-yard line.
They send a tight end in motion. Now Jackson off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
Jackson now on 3rd. Caught by Flowers. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Jackson keeping it himself. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Finds him over the middle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a big for it on the ground. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 3. That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
2nd down.
From the 23. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a gain of 4 there, and that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That's good for another Baltimore Raven. 10 at the 13-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. Ooh, he made most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that first down carry? Thought for a second he might have had the first, but still a little bit of work to do here on second down.
At the 3-yard line.
Blitz coming, Lamar. The Mets got it. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start to fight back with their first points in this game. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kay, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens cut it to a field goal game. Set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing. Not down. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. I'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
That's caught by Ridley. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's the give to Pollard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Ward setting up to throw. Gets in on a slant. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Pollard on 1st and goal. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the inner harbor. The Titans leading near the break. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Another for Pollard. And this time he makes it. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans grow their lead just before halftime. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to...
Here's Sly to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans make it a 10-point ball game.
17.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Wallace with a return here. And That's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And Brock, they are really struggling to get their feet under them in the first half. They've got to find some resiliency, really stabilize things here in the postseason. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 and the 31.
An 8-yard gain brings up
Lamar now from the gun. He can run it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
That's good for a
1st down. Here's Lamar. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 46. This finds likely. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. On 1st down, Jackson. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Joseph Day. A loss of 7 yards brings up 2nd down.
Trying again following the sack. It is cut left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
It's a gain of 5.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. Jukes one defender. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Drive picks up here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A tight end in motion now. 1st down from the red zone. To the right and hauled in by Jones. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
1st down and goal to
On
go.
1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. A big moment here in their quest to become AFC champs. We've got 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to throw again. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. No look on his first look of the game. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick to have that confidence built. That's important.
He's brought down at what looks like the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. 1st down throw here for Ward. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Well called. Smith with the pick.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. Looking to his fullback now. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they could try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Ballew. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here we go. 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Viking 18.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never ever this offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The return begins on their side of midfield. And a good return as he gets them up across midfield and into enemy territory. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They've got a man in motion. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Lamar's going to keep this one. He's down the sideline into the red zone. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone. Down at the 20.
4 yards. That's good for a Baltimore.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jarius Sneed with the INT. There are costly interceptions, Brock. And then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They just... right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Come on. Viking 18.
On the carry, this is Pollard. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. Third and long for him here. Trying for the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans parlay the interception into points. Calvin down. Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans drive their lead to 11. Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. First guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Here's a nickel look by the Titans. 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So that brings up 4th and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage. This third quarter. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Come on, Freddie.
From the gun, it's Ward. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here we go. That's Freddie.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he'll get it up to the 44. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Going now on 1st down. Ward looking for a target. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans score advantage. Here's Slide to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans push their lead to 18. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Jukes his way into the clear. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 3 now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
Again, this is Mitchell. they reel him in. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Here's Mitchell again. He'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. Here's Lamar on the sneak. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Across midfield and into Titans territory. 1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mitchell up the middle. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. Coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Jackson now on 3rd. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for another Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On 1st down, they'll run. And that's already just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and...
Only 1 frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Ravens with it, facing the potential end of their postseason as they trail. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Changing it up here, Jackson. That's him on the quick hitter. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. He'll have a pick up of 3, which is good enough to make it 1st and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
Hand off to the up back. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Lamar back to throw. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
How many of those defensive players hate slipping quarterbacks? Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
And they stop him. No touchdown. No. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. Gonna throw this one. Ward. And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. How about the big fella blasting through the middle? Everything this offense was trying to do. Oh, baby.
You love when big men make plays, huh? I think you get more animated and excited. Like I do, I'm not going to lie. Huh? Yeah, they're doing their work. They're doing their job. So often they don't get all the headlines. They do so much of the dirty work. Not that time. He gets his headlines. He gets in the stat sheet. 2 big points for his defense.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
And he's tackled for a short gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 3.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Working quickly here.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. They're keeping his own read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Jackson now, 3rd and long. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. This is reeled in nicely downfield by Jones. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
First down, here's Lamar. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Lamar throwing again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. They will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they went for 2 right there, Brock. It's back down to a 1-possession game. Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust. And they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a 1-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house. Play. That conversion puts them 1 snap away from a totally different ball game.
Ready.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard is not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Let's go now.
On the draw, the gift to Pollard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. Some consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Titans leading by 8.
Ready.
6 DBs out there for the Ravens. 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ballgame. So quickly comes the Titans punting unit. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. Has it at the 37. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Now Baltimore returning it. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Completed to his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The give here on second. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. To throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Setting up to pass. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
A gain of 3 brings up second down.
Back to throw.
At the Titans' 44-yard line.
Now he takes it. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
A gain of 7 brings up.
He spikes it to stop the clock just before we reach that 40-second mark. 8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Throwing now. Trying to push it deep downfield. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down. Jackson keeping it himself. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, 4th down, I get it. You want the ball with your biggest playmaker. In a lot of offenses, that's quarterback. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down.
And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Down to a knee, and they've done it. They're going to be playing in the Super Bowl.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win on the road for the Titans. They are Super Bowl bound, Brock. We now know who's going to be representing the AFC in the battle for the Lombardi.
Yeah, you never set out with the goal to be good. You set out to be great. You don't set out to just be a playoff team. You set out to be one of the 2 teams playing on that special stage of the Super Bowl. And with this win, now they will be.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.